7 countries who may have secret nuclear weapons. 1. Israel. There's little doubt that Israel has nukes. It has never admitted or denied it. Israel's nuclear policy is one of deliberate ambiguity, but it's widely known that it built its first warhead in 1966. Israel has a full nuclear triad. Very little is known about the Israeli stockpile. It may have as few as 80 or as many as 400 active warheads. Israel received fissile material from Argentina in the early 1960s. 2. Argentina. Argentina launched its own nuclear weapons program in the 1970s. At the time, it was ruled by a military junta. West Germany was helping Brazil research nukes. In response, the Argentine government studied uranium enrichment. The program was successful, although no bomb was built. Argentina restored democracy after losing the Falklands War. The nuclear program was declassified and shut down in 1983. 3. Brazil. In the 1950s, President Getulio Vargas encouraged nuclear research. The U.S. did everything to prevent it. The Brazilian program really took off in the 1970s. It was codenamed the Parallel Process. Brazil acquired the technology from West Germany. In the 1980s, it bought highly enriched uranium from China. The secret plan was exposed and canceled in 1990. However, Brazil opened an enrichment plant in 2006. It now has the wherewithal to produce nuclear weapons. 4. Iran. Iran's nuclear program was launched in the 1950s. Ironically, it was done with U.S. assistance. The program was part of Atoms for Peace. But after the 1979 Islamic Revolution, Iran weaponized its research. It continued the program in secret. In the 2000s, a secret uranium enrichment program was revealed. Iran has accelerated its nuclear program in recent years. 5. Egypt. Egypt had a civilian nuclear research program. Its first reactor was delivered by the Soviet Union in 1954. However, it was abandoned in the late 1960s. It took Egypt decades to restart the research in secret. In 1992, it acquired a powerful nuclear reactor from Argentina. In the 2000s, international inspectors raised an alarm. They discovered traces of highly enriched uranium. It was judged to be weapon-grade material. Egypt closely cooperates with Russia on nuclear matters. 6. Taiwan. China tested its first nuclear weapon in 1964. This immediately drove Taiwan to launch its own research program. Taiwan's biggest supporter, the U.S., was opposed. So the Taiwanese government did it in secret. They bought a research reactor from Canada. They acquired low-grade plutonium from the U.S. All this was for ostensibly civilian purposes. But in the 1970s, inspectors discovered otherwise. Taiwan had managed to produce weapon-grade plutonium. It also signed a deal with South Africa to acquire uranium. Taiwan stopped just short of building nuclear weapons. It certainly has the means and the technology. It has repeatedly played the nuclear card against China. President Lee Teng-hui threatened to reactivate the program in 1995. As tensions keep rising, Taiwan might just do it. 7. Myanmar. Myanmar has never ratified the nuclear weapon ban treaty. It's also ruled by an aggressive military junta. It made a nuclear deal with Russia back in 2007. It acquired nuclear technology from North Korea. Myanmar was planning to build a nuclear weapon by 2014. However, political turmoil prevented it. The junta has been back in power since the 2021 coup, so it's quite likely they'd want to restart the program.